Only 2 more needed. There we go. And we keep going. I suppose I could have made waystone pauldrons for them, but I've actually already have it maxed out. This way. Wouldn't really got much benefit from it. Yeah, I'll just do the... Yeah, I'm gonna... Ooh, Obsidian Debt Water. They're geared out like, that way. Here they are. Oh, not that, yeah, they look kind of modeled after Deathwing's human form. Not something you see very often, that. Once upon a time, I'm sure this guy was difficult. Not anymore. Curio of Notarian. Also, I was actually looking at the old God lore a while back, and they're actually talking about, you know, Notarian and why he, of all the gods, fell to the old god corruption. Because all the old gods that were still living on Azeroth were imprisoned. They're imprisoned within the deeps of the earth. And he was given dominion over the deeps of the earth. So, yeah, he's kind of a bit exposed to them that way. Alright, keep going. Eventually we'll reach Stormheim. Eventually. There we go. There is a mana saber right here. Dismount. There we go. And here's mana sabers. Easy enough. I think I think I've misread those dots. It's fine. I was thinking I might have missed some back behind me. Like, going behind me was a valid path. But, I somehow don't think so.
Whelplings hunger for the flesh of animals, but the young ones cannot stomach it raw. Plunge this lightning rod into fresh corpses, and our whelps shall do the rest.
Come on, keep going. Just gotta follow the paths. The, leyline spots most of the time appear on them. Not always, not always. I'd swear there's been a few occasions where they didn't, but remember when I curved around the other day at the shrine in Valarjar?
Without mercy or remorse. Meet their cruelty in kind. Rend the scales from their hide.
Hey lads, don't mind me. Just you know, I'm carrying to our business. Finally. Okay, with that one done, we'll move over here and deal with the butcher. Damn trees. Okay. Every so often I just get really excited, you know, just thinking I've actually done a bit of normal on Taurus. I've, you know, made progress. I've done shit, you know? I'm really happy with it. I'm really excited. Small treasure chest here. Hecate's folly. You'd think a warlock would have known that he couldn't wear these. Isn't that the name of like the goddess of pagan goddess of like sorcery or something? Witches? Or maybe that no, actually that was in Macbeth, wasn't it? Who knows how accurate that was? But isn't that the same name they used there? Ah, this is how you get over to here. Cool. So that's how you do it without going a painful way. Or having flying. So, yeah. That's interesting. But yeah, I swear that's the same name. But anyway, back over here.
Good day to you.
Alright. And up this way. I might end up needing to actually just grind. Just go to an area and keep killing enemies, you know? It'd be a bit annoying if I had to. You know, to do that meta quest. It would be a bit annoying if I had to do that. Because I would just like to get the items and like the way I've been doing it, and you know, like, oh cool, I was doing this and I got these, you know, that's nice, rather than having to just keep mindlessly killing, you know, enemies, just with the, just, you know, grinding it out. That really wouldn't do it for me. Like I'm burning out enough as is. That just sounds really painful.
Our hopes will grow strong, gorging upon the feast you provided. You have our thanks.
But yeah, I would hate to have to do that because it just sounds boring as hell. And while I'm getting excited for the expansion and, you know, all that good stuff, you know, I'm still burning out on the game. You know, I've still played way too much of it too soon to each other. I need to, you know, cleanse the palate. And having to grind like that would just utterly do my head in. Especially since I would want to be recording it, and meaning I couldn't be, you know, listening to Frasier or, you know, put on something in the background. Suppose I could, but then I'd have to be like stopping and starting it, and I'd be paranoid of slip-ups and whatnot, so yeah, it's just easier for me just to solely do, like, if I'm grinding, just record it, or grind in silence. Even dead, the scale crackles with electricity.
The light smites our foes.
There we go. Over halfway done. Hold on, what was I saying? Here, back in a sec. I'm back. I might have actually cut myself off there with the, like, when you hit the record buttons, it does take a moment to initialize, so I might have cut myself off there. But anyway, I realized what I was saying just as I hit this pause button. Basically, I was talking about I was saying that I didn't want to grind for the first aid achievement. I was hoping to just go about my business and earn it that way, because that's a much more fun way of earning it.
In this Warden Tower would be a vital strategic victory. Drive the Forsaken from it. For Gilneas.
Switch for a moment. Yeah, earning it via just, you know, going around doing other things would be a hell of a lot more fun than having to sit and just constantly grind. That would not be fun. So I really hope I can just get it done via what I have been doing. I've gotten most of the way there. I hope it can see me the rest of the way through.
It's still recharged. Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
Okay. Alright, let's kill the commander up here. Oh, I never did get you out. Your sharp talent in hatching seems to get agitated when you're near other critters, especially the spring striders of Valarjar. It fluffs up its plumage and scratches ground whenever one is nearby. It appears to have a primal need for predation. It seems you will need to take your Falcosaur out hunting. Shit. I'm using the wrong spec. There we go. So I have to defeat 3 Spring Striders with my Sharp Talon Hatchling. Great. Grab it. Drop it. Okay. Down we go. And here's Festering Abomination. Really, lads, I would not say no to getting a few, get another first aid thing. Also, I do love the Horde brand grain for all your Horde grain needs. That's 88%. Oh, drop it. Don't see the pacified debuff much. Yeah, don't see that much at all. First place I saw it was back in Rattle Lich King. With the Ratgate. Okay, I'm on 37 now, and I have to get up to 50. So 12 and a half more levels. Not bad. Then I'm beyond Prestige level 3. Only halfway to the next tier. And I think I might treat the PvP like I'm going to do with the archaeology. Keep doing it while I'm doing the other things, but once I've done the other things, give it a break. Just because, again, I'm burnt the hell out. I can't keep, you know, doing this because I'll just drive myself into the ground and I'll be utterly disinterested in it.
Fighting alongside you against the Cavalry.
Whoops. I thought this was auto-piloted. Oops.
I'm out of range.
I'm too used to turret sections. Hit. Way too used to turret sections. And why are these just standing around? It's weird. Well, I suppose if they don't mind being sitting dogs. Sitting Cavaldier.
We must not suffer Helya's minions to gain territory unfought. Your loyalty will be rewarded.
Okay. Destroy 12 dark rooms. You know, it would be nice in the Shaman quests they got to see the Hydraxian Warlord. Well, the NPC from the Hydraxian Warlord quest. Just thinking about it. Be nice. Because he disappeared in Canada and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him. So it would be nice as a little nod.
The vile mystics of Hostball continue to pervert the souls of our fallen warriors. Enter the spirits. My sisters and I dare not tread and destroy, corrupting.
Ah, it's these things.
The stone.
Alright. Ah yeah, this is pretty simple.
Honor to you.
Oh yeah, this is nice and simple. Now I could go into places, but I'm not going to. Cause I don't want to. Also, I suppose what I'm doing right now is truly beneficial to what I'm meant to be doing. You know, if I want to get the first aid things, I kind of have to kill enemies. And avoiding doing so hurts my grinding. And again, at the same time,
For justice.
I'm really tired and not sure how much I care. Power runestone damage taken reduced by 90%. Hey, Queenie. Okay. Ooh, here's a small chest. Nice. And here's the last room we need.
Thank you. Their own devices. Would have claimed countless other souls of the Valarjar.
Alright, to battle. Huh. I wish I could, you know, get the first aid quests via dungeons and raids, or even just dungeons, because that'll make my life easier.
Your allies spill the blood of their rivals upon the field of battle. Join them and prove your valor.
Now you die.
Yeah, new. Buddy Blight. Actually, speaking of Blight, I wonder how South Shore is, because in the Legion pre-patch, apparently the demons were trying to gather the Blight there. So, I guess maybe the Blight is still hanging around come, you know, Legion time. And if they're still hanging around... Oh, these count towards the quest. Nice. You know, that's going to prove a bit of a nuisance for people, you know, trying to,
Feast on your
Well fought. You have shown yourself to be worthy.
all pets go to heaven and avoid the hunt. Now let's go see what they want. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Back in a second. Hey folks, and I'm back. Sorry about that. I have to stop the recording to go check what I was saying, and I just keep forgetting what I'm saying. I'm just about done though, so all's good. So anyway, I was talking about the blight. So, yeah, South Shore blight. I wonder if it's going to be cleaned up by the time of Battle for Azeroth, or is it still going to be there, and it's going to be a nuisance? Or, like, is South Shore going to still be avoided? You know, is South Shore going to be avoided by the Alliance, or is it going to be cleaned up, and are they going to try and re-inhabit it? Or, you know, re-establish there? You know, like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen, you know? Like, I'm figuring they're going to retake Hillsbrad. I'm figuring in the expansion, if they're taking the Undercity, they're also going to take Silverpine Forest and Hillsbrad Foothills. I figure that's what's going to happen. Terraceville Glades, Silverpine, and Hillsbrad are going to be taken. Anarati. I figured they're going to push up this way. Of course, maybe some of these will be contested and whatnot. Who knows what happens? But the Undercity is going to get taken. And I figured these zones are going to you would presume, like, if they're getting Gilneas back, these zones are probably going to be hit as well. You know, have, you know, be more of a Alliance lean to them. So, yeah, I'm just wondering what's going to happen with the Blight thing there. And I'm also betting on Sylvanas Resing against Kisan. Just seems like something that'll happen. Someone else had similar ideas. It had that idea as well, and yeah, it just he was buried there in Gilneas. She's had Gilneas since Kata. She's had plenty of chance to res the kid, and I'll be surprised if she hasn't. I could see Gen and his son having to coming to blows, cause you do find out in the hinterlands that newly resurrected undead can be easily manipulated into fighting for you. They're just, you know, the resing disorientation messes with them. So, I could see that happening. Though I prefer the idea of Gen and his son, you know, talking it out and not killing each other. Well, I presume this son would lose, gonna be honest. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in Battle for Azeroth. Just need to get this shit done first.
I am Valarjar. Death to your enemies.
Okay, that's all done. Still shy of 1,000. Actually, wait, I need to switch back. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in the expansion. Just on so many different accounts. I'm just excited, you know? But yeah, I'll try and get started on the... Christ. Nice. Some of those are gone. Yeah, I'll try and get started on my Demon Hunter, and I'll crank that through, get him up to 110, then I'll leave him there. Just to get him ready for the pre-patch, so he can participate in that, and you can see the Horde side of it. Because I didn't get show you the Horde side of... the full Horde side of the Battle for... of the Legion side thing. Yeah, I didn't get to show you the whole side of the Legion pre-patch for the Horde. So, yeah.
Hail, champion.
So yeah, if I you know level up my Demon Hunter and whatnot, because he's a Horde, I can show. Alright. Ooh, Nice shadow pan mount. Blue shadow pan riding tiger. Should try and gain rep with them. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. I remember I was talking about the mount. I don't know, mounts. Oh yeah, the Battle for Azeroth pre-patch. Leveling my Demon Hunter. To show off the Horde side of it. I really like that idea, but I need to get this shite done first, and then overcome my burnout to get that done. It's because I am burnt out. Okay. Who knows, maybe the new quests and all that will revitalize me. You know, revive my interest in it. I can only hope. Because as it stands, you know, I'm just kind of wagging along, you know. And I don't mean to be dreary or think, oh, it's no interesting, it's not fun. It's just I've played so much of it. I'm past the 910 mark. And the last like 200, 300 episodes have been double length. I will be past episode 1000 if that wasn't the case. Let's say it was 300 episodes. We're at 40 minutes. Ignore the some that were 60 or 32 or whatever. All 300 were at 40 minutes. That'll be 600 normal episodes, 620-minute episodes. And if I was starting that at, you know, 640, I'll be on 1240. I've played a lot of WoW, so, and I've just ground here, so I'm just, it's not a condemnation of the expansion, it's just, I need to go play something else, but due to content being removed, I can't. So, I'm just burning out on it. I know I keep saying that, it's freaking me out of my mind, gonna be blunt. Ooh, I should have done that. I'll do it tomorrow when I'm actually awake. I'm going to try and get recording earlier tomorrow, and I'll be able to make progress on that. And hopefully, I'll get into an early. I'll be able to get into a Antaurus raid early on. That'll be good. I would love to get into a nut. Actually, I should also try and get into some mythics for the extra artifact power. It'd help me boost up my holy weapon. Nice. Nice. Nice.
The stands with you.
I am the blade of the light. I am the blade of the light. I am the blade of the light.
Okay, I don't have any void core cruel. Yeah, send them.
The light guides my sword.
Ooh, that's annoying. Just noticing it on this screen. It looks kind of weird how, you know, like you get them from white, like you know, common to uncommon to rare to epic then legendary. Once they hit legendary, they go back to the white border here. It's kind of weird. It's annoying. They should have went with the legendary color, extended it down to there. Nah, I might send that off, you know, when another guy comes back, but for the moment I'm going to send these off on a quest to get more artifact power. An endless stream of legion demons parade across the defiled path towards our footholds. Resist the tide. But yeah, the artifact power I got the other time was beautiful. I'd love to do that again. I don't see me being able to do that again anytime soon, but I could probably get into maybe a Mythic 10, Mythic 12, which would be nice. So yeah, I should look into doing some mythics. I also will try and get maybe a normal run of the Emerald Nightmare, because potential more artifact power, and I need to do that other quest anyway. So yeah, with me getting up earlier recently, more time to record when I sit down. Like, my sleep schedule's changed. Before I used to be awake at night, but I've noticed you can raid more and do more mythics and all that during the day. This is more of a daytime thing. Like, that's just the... Well, actually, I'm going to turn these in before I go log off. You know, there's more people on during the day. So I switched around to daytime, but my sleep schedule was still off, because I was waking up at like 12. So I didn't really get to do much during the day. But now I'm waking up at 9, and here's hoping that things will work out. These, not quite as useful as they would have been, you know, a few days ago, but hey, I won't say no. Okay, we're that bit closer. I'm going to have to, actually, I'm going to have to double back. I know I'm going to have to actually pop those talents, but I want to see how well I can do. I'm going to take a few attempts and see how well I can do without using them. Just out of curiosity. Then I'll pop them all, and we'll go from there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pop them all out, then I can fully upgrade all of those 3 trinkets I have. Also, it was disappointing I didn't get the extra bit for my shield. Remember that relic I rolled on and missed out on? Yeah, would have been nice.
Hello.
Okay.
Safe track.
This book is covered in battered letters stained with blood and mud. Leafing through the pages, you discover it is a personal journal of an adventurer with a high opinion of himself and his adventures. Professor Thaddeus Paleo of the Darkmoon Fair might want to see something like this. This battered a badge carries the insignia of an enemy officer. While worth little more to you than the metal it's made from, this piece would have significant value to a collector of military memorabilia. Professor Thaddeus Paleo of the Darkmoon Fair is famous all over Azeroth for his large collection of military artifacts. Show the badge to him next time you visit Darkmoon Fair. I'm just gonna grab each one individually. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I also want to do more Brawlers Guild stuff, because that's going to be gone in the expansion. Rejigged, but gone. Also, I need more Ashran to do. So much to do, so little time. I'll get it done. I'll get as much as I can done. Can I be honest? I just forgot what I said there. My mind's just blanking. I say things and I immediately after just forget. Also, did feel pressure in my brain a bit ago. I think it was a stress, but it's like a weight, you know, like a cushion on the inside of my brain. Oh yeah, Brawlers Guild, Brawlers Guild. Yeah. I want to get more of that done. Yeah. Keep forgetting. I do like the rhyming thing on these. I do like it. Okay, you.
Well met.
What is the job there? A remarkable find. The professor browses the book's contents. Some of these are hard to read, but even if a third of the contents of this journal are true, this is a real treasure. Would you trade it for a generous number of Dark Moon tickets? Oh, well. Think I have to wait for it to reset?
What can I do for you?
The thing was apparently up, but I couldn't see it. What is it you have there? This is a remarkable example of an officer's insignia. While many of them visit fair, none are willing to part with their badges. Would you be willing to accept some Dark Moon tickets in trade? Card trading. Vision's Joker. 2 of Visions. So you can trade out Jokers for cards. Huh. Technique. Dark Moon card of the Legion. Prophecy Tarot. Prophecy Tarot. It's a trinket.
Light bless you.
Well, that's annoying.
Light be with you. Go with honor.
This tattered banner bears a faded gold crest. This old banner must have seen more than its share of battles. Professor Taddy's Paleo of the Dragon Fair collects banners and other relics of combat, and he might be interested in acquiring this one. Show the banner to him next time you visit the Darkmoon Fair.
What are you looking for?
What is it you have there? What a splendid banner. I'd love to have it for my collection. Would you be willing to trade it for some Darkmoon tickets? And with that, I've gained a bit more rep with the Darkmoon Fair. But still, I'm a fair bit off. There are a few quests around the place that I could go and do to gain rep with them. If I actually went and did all these, it would actually be easy enough to grind up. I'm sure. I hope. But anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to call quits here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this set, folks. I sincerely do hope you join me again for more. Like I said, tomorrow I would love to get some, maybe some mythics done or some raiding done. Here's hoping I can live up to that hope and actually get to do it. So, till then, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this. I sincerely hope you do come again to watch more, because, let's say this episode's 40 minutes long. In 20 minutes after this ends, if you've watched it from the moment it's released, in 20 minutes there's another episode. Could be more, could be less, depending on when you watch this and when it was released and how long this episode is. Well, actually not when it's released, but when you start watching, when you finish watching it, how long it is, all that will determine. Next episode could already be out. So, I hope you're enjoying the send-off, and I hope you keep going with it. My God. Last I checked, it was already over 8 days. I could see it being, maybe 10 days by the end of this. 10 days ain't bad. 10 days ain't bad. Though part of me wouldn't mind 14. Solid 2-week thing, But it's actually, when you actually get down to doing it, it's actually crazy how much it takes to do it, Of course, if I was doing it 20 minutes rather than 40, I would already have had it done. So, that's should always be acknowledged, you know. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I sincerely hope you do. You join me again and continue enjoying it. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. Do keep in mind backlog and all that. You know, if you want to give me suggestions a bit about, you know, like, oh, you could do this, like you could do this with the send off and all that. By the time this comes out, I'm gonna be done with the send off. I'm gonna be long since done recording it. All going well, I would actually like to be done with the send off by the end of May. That'll give me some time to work on my Demon Hunter, get him ready for the pre-patch, work on some other characters, like go work on some other stuff, and then like, you know, more time, custom maps, all this, and then get this done by the end of May, get to deal with the Demon Hunter, work on some other games, and then be back in time for the pre-patch to be done on both Palnai and on my Demon Hunter. So yeah, that's so yeah, basically all going well. I'd like it to be done by then. Of course, I have no idea if it will be done by then. Also, I did see more claims about the first aid thing, that they are indeed tied with zones. I swear I saw some claims saying that they weren't tied with zones, that they were only, like, the quest would send you to a particular place, but you could get, like, say, the one for Suramar in the High Mountain, or whatever. I swore someone was saying that, but I think either I misread it or they made a mistake. One or the other. But yeah, apparently they are tied with zones, so yeah. But anyway, I keep losing my train of thought. So I'm just going to call quits this time for reals, and I do hope you join me again. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comments, but as I said before, do keep in mind the backlog, and, you know, the fact that all going well, I'll hopefully long since done this, and I've done other things, and, you know, I've since moved on. So, you know, like, you know, if it's possible, I'll go back, you know, later on, maybe in Battle for Azeroth or whatever, to go and do it, and, you know, show it off. I've no problem doing that. It's just, you know, like, if you're making suggestion for, like, remember what I was saying, how, like, I would be interested, like, you know, like how I was gonna handle the send off. You know, I was humming and hawing. I was gonna handle it 3-4 different ways. You know, I was gonna do that. If you'd like a suggestion for that, it's a bit too late to give it to me now. So, you know, it's just, like, feel free. I want to know your comments, but just factor that in. Just factor that in, because I know I would just feel bad if, you know, even comment on something like that and, yeah, me have none for you, you know. Who's this stamp guy? Oh, that's him? Alright. So anyway, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again. Till then, I must bid you adieu. Love and peace, baby. Love and peace, baby.